So we are talking about the 2017 science fiction movie Taking Earth, which is also known as Finding Cam. This is a South African movie and it will be available from the 1st of May in 2017, at least here in the UK. This one's directed by Grant Humphreys, who also co-wrote this movie. And the story here basically focuses on a young lad. He's actually an alien hiding out here on Earth. Obviously looks like a human. And he's being hunted by this kind of vast alien empire who are out to capture him, basically. And he is on the run. This alien empire has taken control of the human race, making him into kind of mindless slaves with lightning powers, basically, to hunt him down. He's befriended by this kind of human guy and a few other sort of characters that we're introduced to, and they go on the run. So that is the basic plot of this film. So what do I like and what do I dislike about Taking Earth? I've got to say, it's nice to see South Africa again. Obviously, we've had Neil Blomkamp do his kind of science fiction thing, so it's nice to see a voice from somewhere else. And I've got to say, the most impressive thing about this film is the sheer sort of ambition and scale of it. This is a very ambitious science fiction film for a kind of a low-budget film. It's a sprawling film with multiple story arcs and, you know, complex kind of visual effects and mythology. The world of this takes place in is vast and complicated. So kudos for having a somewhat of an ambitious science fiction film. The second thing I have to say, now bear in mind this is a lower budget film, but I was quite impressed with some of the visual effects here. I mean, a lot of it is CGI'd, and yes, it does err on the cheaper side, but I was still impressed with some of the shots here. I thought they were done quite well, and it doesn't sort of skimp out on having kind of effects, you know, here and there, that you do see quite a lot of it quite a lot of the time. There's also some somewhat amusing humour through this film as well. A few little jokes here and there that did raise a smile. But let's talk about what didn't work. There's one big thing. This film is nonsensical. This film maybe feels like it was been edited down from a much longer cut, or maybe even two films. But the film that we're left with, I'm sad to say, doesn't make a lot of sense. Plot points just kind of skimmed over, characters are introduced and then seemingly just dropped. It has this whole other subplot about this kind of guy's adopted mother going on her own journey. That to me could have been completely removed, and it literally is about a third of the plot. And, you know, more characterization could have been done on our kind of our main characters and kind of the plot a lot more streamlined. So the editing here is horrible, unfortunately. And it basically makes the film a bit of a chore to sit through, because things are happening. You don't know really why they're happening. It just feels like, okay, that something was maybe explained, but it's been cut out to try and get the running time down, things like that. So, but what we're left with is a little bit of a mess, unfortunately. The second thing I'm going to talk about here is the acting. The acting here, sadly, is on the weaker side. I wouldn't say there's any great performances here, but the performances range from absolutely embarrassing to just kind of like, oof. So the acting here isn't great, pretty much universally. I think maybe Cameron, who is the kind of the main guy, basically, he's okay, but the majority of the cast here not fantastic. Doesn't seem like they're professional actors to me. So there's a lot of time spent with a kind of a group of older people, and the acting there is embarrassing. I'm sad to say. I got the feeling maybe they're kind of relatives of the filmmakers or something like that. They must be. But generally speaking, because the way this film is edited and the kind of the story structure here, it just makes it a little bit of a chore to sit through, because it just seems so choppy. The pacing's all over the place. I mean, it just races past plot points. This would have been much better suited as a two-part film, or edited in a different way, to kind of make this a one film, but in a more of a streamlined and sensible film, if that makes sense. But overall, as it stands at the moment, I feel it's gonna just get passed over, because it just doesn't really make a lot of sense. Visually, it's not too bad if you can kind of look past the budget to a certain degree. But overall, like I've got to say, this wasn't too much of an amazing film for me. So I'm going to give this one a 4.5 out of 10. Have you seen it? What did you think of it? Just leave me a comment and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.